Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. It is Saturday, currently 11:50 in the morning. We've been online since about 11:45. Got a late start to my day, but that's okay. We have our first order here from Jersey Mike's, showing a $6.75 payout. I think it's like less than 2.5 miles. We just picked it up. Today's goal is going to be $180. Now you're thinking, how did I come up with this random number? Well, the goal for the week is $1,200, right? So we have Saturday and Sunday left, and that's basically how much I need to do each day to hit $1,200 for the whole week. I think it's more than doable. So even if we don't do all 180 today, we could do 150, and then tomorrow we gotta do, 210 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So regardless, I think the goal is definitely there. It's within reach. It's not outrageous. It's not like last week when we were so behind, So anyways, let me get this dropped off, and then we'll see you guys on the next order. Guys, we got the order dropped off here. It became $7.75, and then right away we have this order here from Cafesano. I have not been to Cafesano in a while, showing $6.25. I think 7 or maybe 8 items. I'm hoping the food is ready. Cafesano tends to be on the slower side, but it's pricey, so there could be a bigger tip on this. I'm hoping. Currently 12:10, and again, yeah, I started a little bit later, but honestly, it's fine. We had a great day yesterday, a long day yesterday, so we did what we could. We were so close to hitting 300. You know what's crazy? So when you talk to support, they always send you an email afterwards. How did we do? All those things. I didn't get one yesterday. You know why? I bet you because the guy knows that if I do that survey, I'm not gonna give him a good rating because he didn't do anything for me. So I thought that was interesting that I didn't get the email saying, hey, how do we do? How do we how they give you the little numbers like 1 through 5. How did we do and all that BS. Oh wow, more Girl Scout cookies. Jeez, I have to make sure I don't make eye contact, because if I do, I'm gonna buy more. I've already bought some. I think is it earlier this week or earlier last week? I can't remember. But yeah, I'm not gonna look at them, because if I do, it's game over. Anyways, we're pulling up to the Cafesano. Hopefully the food's ready. We'll see you guys back in the road. Hey guys, we're back on the road. The food was ready, which is surprising, but then I just realized that a bunch of the items are like sauces, like hummus, things like that. So it went from a huge order to maybe like a small one or medium one, which is still fine, because the miles make sense, so why not? Anyways, we're only 2 minutes away, so basically it is super close to the restaurant. So hey, if I can get this dropped off fairly quickly, we can do more orders. Let's go. But yeah, we'll see you guys. Guys, would you accept this order? I just declined it, right? From Bar Taco. I think it's 9 items, 9.2 miles for $4.75. Even though it says alcohol's included and it could be a bigger order. Come on, $4.75. Like, we know you already tipped everything you know what? They probably didn't even tip because it's going 9 miles. So it's probably like all base pay. I mean, I'm not risking that. Would you guys risk it? I wouldn't, to be honest. It's gonna leave me out of my zone. The initial payout is super low, and even though it is Bar Taco and it is an expensive restaurant, I just don't see it going any higher than what it's already shown as. So I would not take that. And right now I'm just declining a bunch of BS. Everything is going so far. So we're almost back in the town center, so we'll see you guys in a bit. Alrighty guys, I just remember I forgot to mention we got the order from Cafesano dropped off. It became $8.75. Now we were basically going into the town center, like about to pull in, when I got this order from Santini showing $6.25, 2.8 miles. Why not? I've been getting a lot of crappy orders, so this is a good order, Small chance of maybe a hidden tip, I don't know. But the fact that it's not taking me like 10 miles out of my zone, or it's not giving me some crazy mileage to, payout ratio, we'll take it. Currently 12:30, let's go. Guys, so the food was ready from Santini's. We just dropped it off. It became $6.50, I think. And then right away when I was in the elevator, I got this order here from Popeyes, $6.25. I think it's like 1.9 miles maybe. I'm not a huge fan of Popeyes, but this is a good order, so we're gonna go ahead and hopefully not take forever, because they take forever. So we'll see. We'll see you guys on the next. Guys, we got the food picked up. It was ready, man. It's been a weird, but like it's okay. Let me rephrase it. It's not weird. It's a different type of day. I mean, obviously Saturday, the weekends in my area tend to be slower from what I've realized the last couple of months. They used to be pretty busy, but now it's the opposite. Now the weekdays are the busy ones. I think it's because I get a lot of orders from businesses, and of course, people only work Monday to Friday, But today's been consistent, and that's honestly all I can ask for any day. You drop an order off, and then bam, right away, you have another decent order. That's all I ask for Monday through Friday, to be honest. I'm not asking for these huge orders all the time, although I'm not complaining when I get them. But I'm just saying, if it could just be more like today we get an order, we drop it off, another one comes in, drop it off, another one comes in. You know, I mean, yeah, there is some gaps, but nothing crazy, you know. So anyways, we're only 2 minutes away here from the drop off. Let's go. Guys, after dropping off the order from Popeyes, we made it back to the town center and it just died. It's currently 1:30 and completely dead. I mean, nothing. My apps are just, they're dusty right now. They're full of dust. Nothing. And it's super windy outside, but we finally have our next order here from Chipotle, $6.25, one item. I think it's like 2.2 miles maybe. I'm not expecting anything on top. This is just a quick and simple order. It's like one burrito. But it'll keep us moving because again, the last 30 minutes, nothing. So yeah, anyways, we'll see you guys on the next one. Guys, so we got the last order dropped off. It was just $6.25. Made it back to the town center. Another 10 minutes went by, and we got this order from Chipotle yet again. Another $6.25, like 2.2 miles maybe. So I think Chipotle is gonna save my butt today, because again, super slow. But yeah, so we got the food picked up. We should be there in about 5 minutes. Let's go. Alrighty guys, it's one of those days where it's crazy slow. So yesterday, really busy. Today, complete opposite. After doing the drop off here from Chipotle, it's probably been 25 minutes, if not more. But we finally have our next order here from Five Guys. Also showing $6.25. I think it was like less than 3 miles. I saw that and I was like, you know what? Let's do something. The food was ready and we're about 5 minutes away. So we'll see you guys on the next one. Alrighty guys, we just got the order dropped off here from Five Guys. And again, this is probably one of my slowest days in the entire week, I think. We're sitting at like $49.25, so not even 50 bucks yet, and it's already 3 o'clock. So at this point, I think if we do like 125 or something, I think that would be considered a success. I'm still getting bombarded with a bunch of garbage orders, like grocery orders, so not the ones that you gotta shop for. We just pick it up. But look at this one, 7 items, 12 miles, $8.75. Like, who's gonna take that, you know? Even if it is slow, I'm not doing that. You're gonna lose money, you're gonna lose time. Makes no sense. So hopefully we get something soon. We'll see you guys in a bit. Let's go. Hey guys, quick little update. It's currently 3:40, and since last checking in, we didn't make it back. I went to McDonald's, got me some coffee, and when I was there, they gave me this offer from Meza as a catering order. $12.42 for the payout. Really weird. To be delivered by 4 p.m. So I get there and the food was luckily ready, because Mesa is really slow sometimes. So they gave me everything. I already have everything in the car. I barely fit in the catering bag, and I have one of those tray things with the little warming things. I don't even know what they're called. But you know what I'm talking about. You turn it on and it's gonna make the food warm. So they gave me a bunch of those. We're not too far away. We should be there on time. And I'm curious to see if all I'm gonna get is $12.42 plus the $2 on time, or there's gonna be something on top. I mean, I guess if what we get is $12.42 plus the $2, it's not the end of the world. But it does have a subtotal of $195. So I guess we shall see. Plus, it's really slow. So honestly, I really can't be too picky today, because it's super slow. But we'll see you guys in a bit. Alrighty guys, so we got everything dropped off. You know, it wasn't as simple as it should be. Of course, I get there, knock on the door, ring the doorbell, no answer. Call him, the phone is off. Text him, no reply. I put there that I can't hand it to the customer. It gives me a 20-minute countdown. I'm like, 20 minutes. And on top of that, it said to return it to the restaurant. I'm like, oh, come on. Luckily, he had a bunch of little tiny yappy dogs, so they must have heard me knocking. And he comes out. He's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't hear the doorbell. I don't know how that's possible, because I could hear it. You know when you ring the bell, you could hear it. So I don't know how he missed it. But anyways, I give him the food. Everything's cool. I mark it as complete. And then the order went from $12.42 to like $28.42, I think. And if you see it, it has a $6.92 base pay. The rest, I think, is just $2 extra for being on time, and the rest is all tip. So if I'm not mistaken, this is what I call a true catering order. Like, they placed it way ahead of time, and somebody must have snatched it up on the catering section on the scheduling, right? That I have it, but every time I look at it, the orders are always gone. So I'm assuming that someone must have dropped the order, and that's why it just, you know, showed up as a regular order for me. Because I think if they would have just placed it like a normal order, it would just be counting. I think it would just count as a large order, you know, meaning no crazy base pay or anything like that, just a regular order, basically. But anyways, we got that dropped off, right? So I'm like, man, this is awesome. We're getting back on track. And then right away, we get this order here from Bar Taco showing 2 items, 12 miles for $22. I'm not gonna lie, didn't even look at the items. I saw $22 and I was like, you know what? It's really slow, cash flow. I accepted the order. Then I looked at the items just a few minutes ago, and I saw that it was 2 family packs for a subtotal of $178, which is pretty high. So I get to Bar Taco, it's not ready. Wait a few minutes. They give me like the smallest bag. I triple checked. They were like, yeah, that's everything. So we're gonna assume that's everything because that's what they gave me. And now we're on our way to the customer. It's an 18-minute drive. And honestly, I'm not sure. I think it's just gonna be $22. I think that's a true base pay because it's so far. And you know, I think that's what I've noticed when the order is really far away, DoorDash shows you the true payout, so people can actually take the order, because no one's going to take this 12 miles for $6.25. It doesn't make any sense. But it could also be more because it's also $178. I don't know. The lady's name does seem familiar, but then again, Cheryl is a very common name. So, and I don't really remember dropping off anything all the way up there. So we'll see what happens, but I'm pretty sure that between this order and the last one we just did, assuming there isn't anything on top of this, we're basically going to match what I have for the entire dash. So I think we should be around $100 if I'm not mistaken after doing this drop off, assuming there isn't anything on top. If there is something on top, we should be over $100, I think. Hopefully that made sense. Hopefully I didn't just say something stupid and then I gotta like edit it out later and it won't make any sense. But currently 422. We'll see you guys at the drop off. Alrighty guys, we got the order dropped off, and to my surprise, I had a $38 payout. One of the highest base pays that I think I've seen for a regular order of $6.25, and the rest was all tip. And these last 2 orders, like the one for Meza Mediterranean Grill and this one, are putting us back on track because it had been so slow that I honestly didn't think we were gonna even do 125. You know what I'm saying? But these last 2 orders have put us back on track. So hopefully we'll do 180, at least 150. I'm hoping. Now we do have a 20-minute drive back to the town center. Not a problem. Again, great 2 orders. But yeah, these last 2 orders, I mean, I don't even know what else to say. They're basically saving this dash, because other than that, it had been crazy slow. But anyways, we'll see you guys in about 20 minutes. Let's go. Guys, after getting back to the town center, we basically just waited and declined a bunch of orders. I think we waited like, what, 25 minutes until we finally took an order. This one here from Outback showing $9.75. I think it's like 5.5 miles. I just took it because I've been sitting for way too long. We just picked it up, and it's a lot of items, so there could be, you know, a small possibility that it's more, but who knows. Anyways, let me get this dropped off. See you guys. We got the order dropped off, and it became $10.50, and I think we're sitting for the entire dash around $126, if I'm not mistaken. So again, on the surface, that might not be like a lot, but if you've been following today's video, it's been kind of crazy. From a crazy slow lunch to a completely dead period to then just 2 back-to-back absolute bangers that brought us back to life. Then we came back and it was slow again, and this is the last order we've done so far, showing us $9.75. It became $10.50, not too bad. Now it's currently 5:40, so we got basically like an hour and a half really before we have to call it a day. Can we do 150? I like to think so. Can we do 180? That's kind of pushing it, but I think we're gonna be close. Anyways, let me get back to the town center. We'll see you guys on the next order. Alrighty guys, we just took our next order here from Fintai, showing an $11.50 payout. I think it's 5 items, maybe going 6.5 miles. The miles are a little bit heavy, but I'm taking it purely because of the cash flow and the fact that Fintai, the food is usually ready, and I'm not that far away. And on top of that, it could also be more. So we're gonna go ahead and risk it. Worst case scenario, we get $11.50. It is what it is. We'll see you guys back on the road. As you can see, it's starting to get dark now. We got the order dropped off from Fintai. It did have a little bit of extra tip on there. I think it ended up being like 13 and some change. And now we're sitting basically around $140 for the entire dash. And we have our next order here from Outback, showing 1 item, whatever that means, for like 6 miles and a half, I think, with a $10.75 payout. Again, I'm taking it because of the cash flow. A little bit slow again. I'm getting a lot of offers, but they're all garbage. So this one kind of makes sense. And on top of that, whatever the 1 item means from Outback, I don't know. I can't see the items. It won't let me. And the last few times that it said that, there have been huge orders. So we're gonna go ahead and risk it. Hopefully, you know, it doesn't come to bite us in the foot. But worst case scenario, we get 1075 and at least do 150 for sure. It's currently 6:15, so we're basically running out of time for 180. I still think it's possible, and I think this Outback order might help us, or it might hurt us. I don't know. Anyways, we'll see you guys back on the road. Got the order picked up here from Outback. It's 2 huge bags. So again, I have a feeling that maybe we'll get lucky and have a big payout. I don't know. Hopefully it works out. We'll see you guys in a few. Alrighty guys, so we got the order dropped off. Kind of a weird drop off. It was a handed to me order, and he put at the bottom like contactless delivery, you know. So I was like, okay, cool. So I get to his house, and it's one of those houses where like to get to the front door, there's a gate, okay, and the gate is closed. Everybody else's is open, and his is closed. I'm calling him, no answer, right? I try to open it just to see if I could. It's locked, right? So I called him again, no answer, and I was like, you know what? You put contactless delivery, so we dropped it off in front of the gate. Hopefully he's still there. I try to call him again, didn't work. Like it's his phone. Initially his phone was ringing, and then it stopped ringing altogether. So I thought he was calling me, because you know when people call each other at the same time, sometimes it'll send one to voicemail. So I was hoping that he was trying to call me. Nope. And the order ended up being $23. So that's a great order. You know, awesome. I'm so happy about it, but I feel kind of weird. I feel like he's not gonna get his food, or it's gonna be cold. I don't know. All I know is that I tried to get a hold of him best I could. No luck. But that $23 order, yo, that was clutch. Exactly what we needed. Now it's full on dinner mode right now. Currently 6:42. I'm gonna see if I can do at least 2 more orders, hopefully by 7:30, maybe 3. But as of right now, this is exactly what we needed. Let's go. Guys, we're making our way back to the town center, and of course my app started glitching, and you know what? It hasn't glitched all day, so it was gonna happen at some point. Of course it happens now when we're like at the, you know, basically down the stretch of our dash, and I can't accept anything because this thing is frozen, and it's really pissing me off right now. So let me just relax for a second, close the app, foreclose it, open it up again, all that stuff. Anyways, we just need $17 more now to hit the goal. So we're right there. We got about 40 minutes left. I think we can do it. Of course, the app has to cooperate, but hey, I still think we can do it. Let's go. Guys, we just picked up our next order, and it's from Total Wine, showing a $15.50 payout. And you know what I was just thinking before the order came in? I'm not even gonna lie. How I hadn't been to Total Wine in the last few days. And it's not because they haven't offered me anything. It's because the offers have been really, really low paying. Like if it's gonna be a shop and pay, I think it's gotta be at least $9, $8 bare minimum. I've seen some $6.75, $7 shop and pay orders where the miles don't even make sense. So again, that's kind of weird because the whole point of the shop and pay is that it's gonna have a higher base pay, you know, and then whatever the tip is. So like this one is showing what, $15.50 I think, if I'm not mistaken, and it's only $38 worth of stuff. So I'm assuming it's either gonna have a crazy high base pay or a high base pay and a high tip. I don't know. But we just picked it up. It took us a few minutes, mainly because I couldn't find popcorn. Like I forgot. Not that I forgot. I always forget that people can order regular stuff like snacks and chips from Total Wine, and typically I can find it no problem. But this particular popcorn that they wanted was like nowhere near to be found. Luckily, the Total Wine dude was there with me, and he got some from the back because we were basically like, it's supposed to be here, but it wasn't there. Anyways, we got it. Now it's currently 7:01, so by the time we drop this off, probably like 7:07, you know, something like that. And then all we're gonna need is basically one more order, because I really doubt there's gonna be anything on top of this. I think it's gonna stay at $15.50, which means I think we'll need $1 or $2. And if we don't hit it, I'm not tripping about $2. You know, it is what it is. But I think hopefully we can do one more after this, so we can definitely hit the goal. Anyways, let me get this dropped off, and we'll see you guys in a minute. Guys, we got the order dropped off, and I can't believe that I didn't think about this possibility. The fact that the customer tipped us really well, and the rest was all base pay. And that's what happened. She tipped $10, and the rest was $5.50 base pay, you know? Anyways, now we're sitting, if I'm not mistaken, around $178 with some change. So we need like $1.40 more maybe to hit the goal of 180. If I don't hit it, it is what it is. You know, it's been a long day. It's been a long week. I'm pretty tired, to be honest. So I'm just gonna drive back to the town center, and if we get it, cool. If we don't, we don't. It's already 7:15, so the clock is against us, but we'll see. We'll see you guys in a few. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. It's already 7:25. We have not gotten anything that was worth taking, meaning, you know, decent mileage to the pay. Everything is crazy far away for whatever reason. So we're gonna finish the dash at 178 with 68 cents, which, considering how slow it was at times, it's crazy. Those 2 orders that were back to back completely saved the dash for sure. Now for the whole week, pretty good. We're sitting at $1,017 with 79 cents, which means tomorrow I think we have to do like $182.21 to hit $1,200 and unless something happens, I think we should be able to hit it. So anyways, thank you all for coming along today's dash. I really appreciate it. If you guys haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. We'll see you guys next time. You guys stay safe. Peace.